What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Playmates Toys Monsterverse Kong Skull Island Ferocious Kong with helicopter and chain propeller. That's alright, my Zillions, a brand new Kong from the brand new branding, the Monsterverse from Playmates Toys, and this is very, very cool. This is looking good. This is looking like possibly Playmates' best Kong yet. We shall see if it is, but it does look really cool here in the package. Shout out to Steve from the Geek Chest once again for finding these guys and sending them over to me. I could not find them, in my area quite yet, so I do appreciate that. And I like the new packaging, I really do. I think Playmates is doing a good job rebranding these guys. Monsterverse, then there's the Toho series, Toho Classics. And that's cool. So I like the two different brands. I think that's a very good idea. Nice packaging. And without any further ado, let's get to this review. And there's Kong out of package, but before we get to him, let's look at the extras. Comes with a unfortunate helicopter, done in military green. Oh boy, it's okay. Just like all the other vehicles, it's just okay. You see the details, but yeah, poor unfortunate helicopter. Of course, he comes with a chain propeller. That's right. This is awesome. This is really, really well done, guys. Perfect looking weapon. I love the gunmetal for the chain. It looks really good. I like how it's all, done as a sculpt wrapped around. And then the propeller itself is nice and copper. Look at that. Look at that detail. It's actually really excellent. So very, very cool. I do dig it. And it goes in his hand pretty nice. I kind of like to wrap it this way, in a way. And maybe bring it down a little bit and kind of wrap it around his wrist too. Like so. Oh yeah, Skullcrawler, you're in for some trouble now. Where's that Skullcrawler? Here he is. Why did Kong sound like a snake there? I don't know, or I don't know, it's something that me and Ultrazilla do that. I don't know. Anywho, he also has a meat part. You can see his meat. And this one was a little tough to get on. I know I've been saying that. I'm a little bit of a broken record with these things, and it's messing up my nails. So there's the meat part. Kong meat, gorilla meat, giant gorilla meat. But see, this one, man, you gotta get it all the way in, and then look what happens here. Get a little extra. So these are a little more pliable than I remembered from the older ones, but there we go. Hey, he's missing his meat. And this one is super hard plastic. Comparatively, so yeah, meat. He's missing his tail, but hey, I digress. Anywho, there's the meat section, the battle damage. I'm not a big fan of that, but it's a kid's toy because kids need that gore. And articulation on this guy. Head spins, arms are on a hinge swivel, so are the elbows. Really deep hinge on that. Swivels for the wrists. Hinge swivels for the thighs here, hinge for the knees, and for the feet. Now, there is some more articulation here than the previous figure, but I thought it was going to be more from the initial pics. But the only additional piece of articulation here is in the feet. So, is what it is. All right, taking a look at Kong in full. He's in this kind of warm gray color. The sculpt is pretty decent. It's soft, but it's good enough for a $10 retail figure. I have no problem with it. Obviously not much in terms of paint on the back, none really. A little bit you see over here, but when you turn around here, he's got like this kind of like white, eggshell white feet. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't recall him having that in Kong Skull Island. I could be wrong, but it's an odd choice, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Am I wrong? Is it weird? It's just a weird spot for paint. I wouldn't have thought of it. But it's there. The feet look good. I appreciate it, but it's weird. The legs look fine. The chest is pretty good. As you see, he's got the scars just painted on. And that's fine, I guess. I prefer when it's sculpted, but with all of these, it's been like that. But the chest has good definition, I gotta say, and there is a little bit of a wash, it seems, on some of it, which, it looks good. It's painted. It's definitely painted, and it looks fine. So it's a little bit of a different gray there. The arms are pretty good. They are very long. They are longer than the GVK ones, for sure. So much longer. You do have a open hand here and a fist hand, which looks pretty good. So, but the arms look pretty decent. And then the head sculpt isn't bad. I've seen some where the eyes are really, really bad. I guess I got a little bit lucky on that. They are just the little dots, but they look fine enough. The nose looks good. The mouth is pretty good. Yellowish teeth with the pink gums look fine. Profile's pretty decent. I like it. There's no like crazy overbite or anything. I think it's not bad. The eyebrows look pretty good. Nose, wrinkles on the side there look good. The ears. Yeah, I'm digging it, guys. Top of the head, yeah, it's fine. But that's a decent head sculpt. He's pretty ferocious looking. What do you guys think? I think he's pretty ferocious looking. I think I'm pleased. So overall, I think it's not bad. The proportions, the arms might be a little long, but he does have really, really long arms. He is a gorilla guy. But yeah, I dig it. I'm good. And just to show the two off together before we get into other size comparisons, the two molds, you can see the arms are, the arm is longer here. It's a different mold. It's a totally different mold. I was thinking maybe the fists are reused, but they are not. Actually, no, they're different. Totally different. So that's pretty cool. They just, went and made it completely different, which is nice. Nice to see. So there you go. I think they're both pretty good. I do like this one more, head sculpt. But I don't mind this one. And it's kind of similar, I believe, to the one that they did in the Classics line. And just to bring those out, I was wrong. It is totally different here, although it's closer to that. We'll look at that in a second. This was Playmates' first one, which is a decent figure and a decent head sculpt. Yeah, so this is pretty good. I do see a lot of similarities in the way they sculpted the bodies, which is interesting between these two. And then with this one, obviously, this is where they're getting the head sculpt from. It's the same. The colors are brown here, which is a little bit closer, I think, to what we got in the movie, but actually maybe not, because I believe the big lantern is more in line with this one. But these are pretty much, if not the same head sculpt, shrunken down, it is, they're using the same source material. So that's what I thought when I saw this. I was like, this big guy, which is totally fine. For your size comparisons, here's Kong with a bunch of other Playmates figures you might have in your collection. And we just need Playmates to do a repaint of this Skullcrawler to go with the Kong Skull Island, because the sizing is pretty good. So yeah, just give us a repaint. I mean, you want to do a no sculpt? I don't care. But a repaint is all you need of that Skullcrawler, because that figure is really good. And my final thoughts, Ferocious Kong, he's pretty cool. I do like him. I like that he's totally different than the GVK version. I think that's a good call, and I like that they stayed true to their design of what this Kong looks like. You know, the colors are different, but it's very similar to that big Kong that they did initially. I think that's pretty neat, and I love the propeller weapon. I think it came out really good. So this is a good figure, guys. I dig it. A little more, slightly more articulation than the GVK Kongs, and that is cool and appreciated as well. And I look forward to seeing what else they do in this Monsterverse line. Give us all the characters. It'd be great to see everything done. Every monster we've seen on screen, give it to us, please. I'm here to get them all. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. And if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.